Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Welcome here at Crypto Hash Review, where we educate and disseminate information about Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies from a Muslim perspective. And today we are continuing on our discussion about replying or expanding the discussion, you could say, of objections made against Bitcoin, specifically Bitcoin, from learned scholarly individuals across the world. And today we are covering the statement that was made: mining is like sending an email, there's nothing there. So this is one of these statements that was said as an attempt to reinforce the narrative that because Bitcoin isn't something physical and tangible that you can hold, therefore it is nothing. On a surface level, that seems to be a valid argument because I can't touch it. And if I want to say that Bitcoin is nothing and I want to dismiss Bitcoin, then that is what it is. It's literally saying Bitcoin isn't anything. Therefore, how can you want something that doesn't exist? But the problem with that argument is there are many things that doesn't exist that is very important. So, for example, knowledge doesn't exist, but it is very important. Even things like messages, information, all this stuff is knowledge, poems, stories, literature, mathematics. They aren't anything, but they do exist and they do have a profound impact. And that is that's the first part. And the second part is that mining isn't actually like sending an email. For those of you who've seen our previous videos, where we try to explain and expand how the Bitcoin network works, and we try to give analogies, real life analogies to try and demonstrate how it works in the mind, or at least conceptually. And mining isn't like sending an email. Sending a transaction is like sending an email. That's correct. So if a person has Bitcoin in his wallet and he wishes to send that Bitcoin to someone else, then he has to form a transaction. He has to make his little letter, his risala. So he gets the to address, where's the money going to go to? The from address, where's the Bitcoin coming from? The signature, signing that he has permission to spend that Bitcoin, date, and anything else he adds to that letter. That's his transaction. And in one of our previous videos, we will put in the description below, where we showed you how the Bitcoin works practically. We showed you what a transaction actually looks like, physically how the words, how transaction looks like. And then yes, you do send it like an email because the Bitcoin network is based off the same technology as email. But you don't send it to an individual, unlike an email. An email you send from me to you, whereas in the Bitcoin network, you send the email from yourself to everyone. It's almost like sending an announcement to everyone. Like the Messenger of Allah, when he first announces Islam to the people who went to the mountain, Safa, he sent to the mountain, said, if I was to tell you that there was an enemy coming from over the mountain, would you believe me? That was an announcement to everyone, whoever was there could listen and hear. So you make this broadcast to everyone. This broadcast stays in what's called the mempool, or a pool of other letters from other people, waiting for a miner to come along, take this transaction and other transactions, put it together into a block, and then they go and start seeking and looking for a unique number. A unique number that when you put it together with the transactions, you could say gives it a unique feature that can't easily be replicated. The details of hashing and what kind of attributes this hashing signature has to have is outside the scope of this discussion. But the point here is that miners is nothing like sending an email. An analogy, again, for those who missed the previous videos, an analogy is like a miner. He has all these letters on his desk of transactions. He takes some of these letters, puts it together into one, you could say, spreadsheet or one little data packet, and he goes looking for a special number that you could say makes all this information, you could say, equal to 0, for example. Let's say all these numbers add up equal to 0, so he wants to look for that special number. And then once he's done that, he then broadcasts this block, tells everyone on planet Earth, and then everyone on planet Earth will look at this block and would individually verify that block. Now, some may say, what does a miner do? Is he doing anything really relevant? Yes, he is, because that number he searches for is extremely, extremely difficult. Every single block is extremely, extremely difficult. It actually takes the combined effort of all the miners, all on planet Earth, with their mining farms, hashing petahashes worth of millions and millions and millions and millions of words, hashes every single second just to find this one single number. And that number is a lot of effort, and that's what gives it its value. So it's not like sending an email, nor is it nothing. Rather, it is actually the collective effort of all the miners on planet Earth that gives that particular block and those bitcoins mined from that block its value. We hope you find this video beneficial. Please like and subscribe to this channel. If you have any objections about anything we've said so far in this video or previous videos, please mention it in the comments below. And if you want to give us a shout, you can find our details on our website. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.